Money Vikings, welcome back. Money Viking G, and happy Labor Day to everyone. I want to do a special Labor Day message today of 3 things that you've got to be doing when it comes to your labor, because I do want to celebrate all my fellow workers out there and laborers, because basically the world would not work unless people worked. That's the bottom line, at least until the AI Terminator robots take over, which apparently is coming in the next few years, and we'll just have to see how that plays out. Should be interesting. But there's critical things you have to be doing as a middle-class wealth builder with your labor, and that's what our channel is about. The channel is all about middle-class wealth building. And the key part of that, and I talk about this in our book, if you check out our Conquer Financial Freedom book from Money Vikings you get on Amazon, if you check out our book, one of the things I talk about is you've got to have fundamentals right in order to build wealth. And one of the fundamentals is labor and your job. You have to do something that you are somewhat skilled at, and you've got to find something that you find some amount of joy in it. Now, we all know that every work environment typically has things that we don't love or like. Some people do love every aspect of their job, which I've always been fascinated by. I've liked my job, but you don't like every aspect of it. But you got to find some core thing about it that you enjoy doing, and maybe there's a creative element, maybe there's a helping people element, maybe there's a building things element, maybe you're the type that just wants to be left alone to work on your project in the corner element. Whatever it might be, you have to find that. So that's the first step actually as a middle-class wealth builder. And so we do have Labor Day, celebrates labor. Wish it was a couple of weeks. I think that'd be nice, but the labor movement, we got a day. It's not like Europe where they take August off, they take the whole month off, but it's a little different in the United States. We get Labor Day to celebrate the laborers. And I do celebrate laborers. I believe we need work as human beings. We need to be creating things and being productive. I think that is actually something that has to be thought of in terms of retirement planning, in terms of if you're going for early retirement. People do like to be part of things, and they do like to be part of building things. That brings a lot to us collectively as communities, as societies, and it brings actually a lot to us individually. It keeps us thinking, it keeps us sharp, it actually does keep us healthier. But that's a good segue into my first one. You have to make sure you're balancing your labor with your health. So a key aspect of a life of true wealth is having good health and positive health. And that's why we do, over the years, we've written articles and done research on various health aspects, because we're trying to tie that in to a life of true wealth. So that's the first thing, is balancing your labor with health. The second biggest thing when it comes to labor, you have to take advantage of that income stream in order to grow it. And so in my mind, the best way to do that is for a person to be automating every paycheck into their employer-sponsored 401k or their individual retirement account. But you have to have that automated thing that's coming out of your pay right away. And hopefully you're with a company or with an organization that provides a match, because that's one of our investing trifectas that creates a powerful wealth building platform and ladder over the years. It really helps grow net worth and helps grow your assets and your wealth. So you got to take advantage of automating as a laborer. So that's number 2. And you've got to, if you get a match, you've got to make sure you're getting the match as well. The third thing, and the last thing I want to talk about, is this. You have to pay close attention to what you're automating into. Now, there's a couple of red flags. Number 1, are you just automating into some kind of money market fund or bond fund? Are you going into something that's not going to get you the returns over the decades that is going to really help you with compounding? And I've known people that have done this. They've invested for 10, 20 years, and they weren't in like an S&P 500 that had a good growth potential. It had the growth engine in it. So that's the number 1 thing you have to make sure about. And number 2, you've got to look out for expenses. So you got to look at the fee structure. You got to look at the fees. If the company is taking, 1-2%, that actually compounds into a tremendous amount of money over the course of decades. So you've got to make sure you're with someone that is keeping the fees reasonable. And that should be easy these days, because the big companies, Vanguards, the Fidelities, the Schwabs, they're almost at zero fees for some of their traditional investment vehicles. So those are big three things on Labor Day that I'd keep in mind. Happy Labor Day. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you're barbecuing, whatever you're doing at the beach. Have a great one, and see you on the next show. Thanks. Bye.